Here is the pre-analysis for what's going to be happening next week. Today is the 15th March 2026. Of course, today is Sunday. Trying to do an analysis for what's going to be happening next week. It's not news that we know that America has been in war with the Iranians and in support of Israeli. So we're going to be doing our analysis based on what we see on the chart. We're going to go straight to um, our what do you call it now, our gold. Everybody believes that gold that has been in a hot trend for a very long time is meant to be going up higher, but it reverses the case because stocks are going down. And the reason why we have this kind of movement, because people believe that gold is meant to be going up higher. And you find out that the reason why it has been going downwards is because of the stagflation that is about to rampage. What do you call it? That is, in fact, the current economy in the America is on stagflation, not inflation. Inflation is going to happen as soon as if oil goes above $100 per barrel. So, and the issue that we're having right now is the Iranians, trying to give a threat as regards the Strait of Hormuz. Donald Trump actually gave a speech, and he said in the meantime that the United States will be bombing the hell out of the shoreline and continually shooting Iranian boats and ships out of the water. Trump continues and says that one way or the other, we will soon get the Hormuz Strait open, safe and free. And what is what do you call it? The Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz is a sea. Is a part of a sea where all these ships, from the Middle East, we have 20% of the oil supply comes from the Middle East, at least 20% of them. So, which is being um, supplied all through the world. And the reason why oil has been going up higher is because of the issue that the Americans are having with the Iranians. And the Middle East tends to produce more of 20% of the oil in supply, and the oil is not will be taken through this sea. And because they don't want that, because they know that is the only power they have, the Iranian has against the world, and they try to ensure that no ship is passing through that Strait of Hormuz. And that is the reason why Trump came out with this speech. And immediately the Iranian government gave them a quite good response, and which is said Iran's Iran's foreign minister warned on Saturday that Tehran would target facilities belonging to American companies in the region if Iranian energy infrastructure is attacked during the ongoing US-Israel war against Iran. So that is one of the reasons why we're having a kind of skyrocketed oil prices in the market right now. So I think what we are having right now, as per the oil sector. All right, yeah, starting with gold, because everyone knows that gold is a safe haven, and whenever there is war or there's geopolitical tensions or there's uncertainty, people tend to run to get gold because it's not affected by inflation or by anything at all. It's just that it's a natural phenomenon whereby no inflation affects it, so people run into gold. Now, when the war started, people preempt that gold was meant to go on the higher level, right? It's meant to break out from this place and start moving up higher. But because of the stagflation that we have in the economy right now, because there's going to be if oil goes above $100 per barrel, there's going to be what we call recession all over the whole world. And that is one of the reasons why the Americans want a ceasefire, but because the Iranian says that you can't beat us and actually tell us how to cry. So they know that the Americans have done so bad, because they've won the war actually. So they want to use the only tactics that they have is because they have the 20% supply of oil in the Middle East. down to the world generally, because that same Strait of Hormuz is the part where they distribute and supply majority of oil supplies in the world. So that is the reason why they are using that, because that Strait of Hormuz is a border, like the Iranian, the sea is beside the Iranian country as a whole. So they are using that. They have this they call it a mine that is being imputed in inside the sea, so that if any ship pass through that part, they are going to bomb it. So they don't want any supply of oil from the Middle East, because they are using that as a yardstick to tackle the world, because majority of the world are against them, and some of them are giving out their base for the Americans to bomb or to wage war against the Iranians. So that is the reason why they are holding the whole world for ransom. So that is, people now believe that gold is meant to be going on the high side, like because it is safe haven, but the reverse is the case. Stocks are beginning to going down. If you look at it from this perspective, you notice that the Dow Jones, which is the Wall Street US 30 per se, has been on a downtrend for quite a number of days since when the war have started. And you find out that even Nasdaq, which is the US tech, the 100 tech company in America, the likes of the Microsoft, the likes of the Amazon, the Apple and the rest, Nvidia, they are going down, and that is due to the war that is happening right now in America. So happening in Iran. Sorry. So you look at what the Dow Jones is saying. It has been on a downtrend for a very long time. I think per se, if you look at it now, we have more than since November. Okay, let's say not since November. Let's say this from this place. There's been a decline in stocks in America since February 10. Now I think it has gone down. Let me see how many percent it has gone down. So it has gone down like let's just say 7%. So stock prices are going down, and technically when you look at this support zone, you are expecting a bounce, but this is going to be due to the response that we're going to be getting from Iran, because all the markets now are going bearish all over the market. The gold is going bearish, currencies are going bearish, what do you call it, not just currency per se, the what do you call it, gold is going bearish, all the stock indices, they're all going bearish, because it's not good. War is not good for what do you call it, for all these companies, because they can't be able to access the majority of things that are going to help them to grow as a business. So that is one of the reasons why we're having this issue. So this is the Dow Jones, and it has actually moved down 7%, and let's see the Nasdaq. I think the Nasdaq too has moved down. Let's just do the measurement. I think Nasdaq has moved down 6%, almost, 6% too, 6%. So, and the US 500, SPS 500 has actually moved down too. That's the 500 companies in America. Let's see. I think that too has moved down 30%. So is as a resultant of this, the resultant effect of the war that is going on in Iran. That is the reason why these stocks are actually moving down. And the reason why gold, because you look at gold, the reason why gold is coming down, when you look at it, inflation is not good for there's people are expectant of what the response is going to be from America. And this week, actually, we should be looking at the bearish formation, provided we want to know what's going to happen to oil, because oil now is holding everyone to ransom, holding all the whole market into ransom. So what the response we get from oil is going to determine what is going to happen in other markets. So if the oil prices goes into $100 per barrel or above, then expect a downpour of stock market and expect gold to actually still sell down. You understand? Generally. So I think that is my view as far as the market is concerned. For those that want to go into to trading this week, just ensure that your stock indices, because if the oil prices goes up higher, then expect the stock market to come down. It has to come down. Then expect gold prices to what, to be bearish too. So I think that's what I'm going to. That is what I see in the market as per what we're seeing right now. So I'm going to see you guys in another episode. All right, take care. Bye bye.